You're listening to KYST 89.3, The Bone. The Bone. And now time for South Tucson Youth Football, simulcast on AM 1400, The Ground, and on South Tucson Local Access Channel 22.
Oh, man.
Hello, Arizona. We are here. We are ready to go. It is week 3 kicking off already. We're looking at Yemen's Warehouse. Bit of a surprise team coming at you here. They started things off very strongly. And that's Burns and Crackle, Mesothelioma Law Firm, coming out with a touchdown on the opening possession. This is South Tucson Youth Football. This is week 3 action coming right to you. And we are looking at a return attempt for Yemen's Warehouse coming out of this already behind. We got 4 games we're going to feature for you today. We're heading over to our second one right now. It is Abigail Mays, Aggressive Steakhouse, taking on the Marmalade Shack. Abigail Mays, taken down in the backfield is Nashon Young for the sack. Here comes 2nd and 29. They dump it off short to Tweak Groin. He'll get a couple of them back. And that is the Marmalade Shack. There's a flag on the play. This might be a free play for Nashon Young. He's going to go long. Caught by Petway. Is it going to come back? No, it will not. And Abigail Mays already starting things off in the red zone against the Marmalade Shack. Former champions, picked off by Welsh. Marmalade Shack will take this over from their own 3. And that's Caps is going to have to run that out. Jimmy Dean's sausage. As we head over to, that is Danish Lou's Chutney House. They're starting things off against Ted's Baby Clothes Emporium. Ted's have a 7-0 lead already, and that game is going on at the moment. We're going to take a look over here as we see, well, we had a red zone opportunity, but it moved back 4th and 16. Going to be a field goal attempt. We're going to check that one out for a second. This is Burns and Crackle taking a 10-0 lead over Yemen's Warehouse. And our other game we're going to feature today, that is Honey Barbecue with the quick dump off from Pawn Shop of the Nazarene, down by a touchdown to Sam & Sons Gazebo Repair, a team that has really come on strong here in the start of the season. These are some of our featured games we are giving you right off the bat. And that's going to be the extra point. Up and good. As we check out the kickoff, it is tied at 7. None of our games currently in the red zone, but we're going to keep an eye on this one. We just saw that was a big run by, that was the running back for Ted's Baby Clothes Emporium. Jonas Brothers, the quarterback, dumps it off to Seward. And they're on the drive yet again, are the Baby Clothes Emporium. Take a look. We got, Yemen's Warehouse did, in fact, get a touchdown on that last possession. It's 10-7, Burns and Crackle back on the offense. And as we watch this one, that is great by Rowdy Spanker. A great catch up the middle to put them into the red zone, and we're going to stick with this game as Nitro Shaggy brought down in the backfield, just unable to get to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and 11 for Ted's. And that's going to end the first quarter of play, as we're going to pop on over for just a second to Pawn Shop of the Nazarene, back on the drive. As we're keeping an eye on both games here. That's going to be incomplete in the attempt in the end zone. Whitten McCune, the quarterback. All right, dump that off. He's going to hand it off to Honey Barbecue, and that's in for the touchdown. 13-7. Here comes the extra point for Pawn Shop. And it looks like Ted's was, they turned the ball over. So we've got right now Danish Lou's Chutney House on the offense from inside their own 25. An eye on these other games right now. That's a big interception. Yemen's Warehouse back on offense right as we cut to it. You saw that was the pick. Just dived onto it. Pull up my stats in just a second. But you know a little bit more about these teams playing. Yemen's Warehouse coming on strong to start this season. Unexpected. I believe they took over the team from, I believe it was Go Fuh Yourself. And that's going to be broken away by Whammy Bar with the touchdown. Yemen's Warehouse take the lead. This is an explosive offense. And Marquis de Valemond, their quarterback, is a veteran talent. I believe he's 13 years old. This will be his last year if he's 13, of course. And we're going to see Burns and Crackle can respond. They're going to start with Vanilla Dunkaroos, picking that one back out to the 35. Correct myself, that's the 32. And Teddy Graham will line up under center, and that's going to be a first down right to Malik Morton. His first catch for 14 yards. Keep an eye on this one. Looks like Sam & Sons just got themselves into the red zone as well. Into the red zone and just short of the goal line. So we're going to head over to that one right now. DeMario Hodges, 7 rushes for 27 yards. Nothing too notable, but we'll go to the embiggener and show you just exactly where that ball was going, and you can see everything you need to on that play, thanks to the embiggener. Jeffrey dumps it off the quarterback to Holloway. He dramatically falls to the ground, trying to break that play, cannot. Short children arms, I guess. Jeffrey looking at the back of the end zone. Magic Mouthwash with the touchdown. Magic Mouthwash versus Sam and Sons. That is a new star player. That is some strong receiving talent. Sam and Sons coming to play. Watching right now as we see that is Pawn Shop trying to mount some offense yet again. This is been a back and forth game. We're going to stick with it, and that's the punt all the way over. Looks like it's going to be, is that mouthwash returning? No, it's going to be Petty or Sam's getting the away team. Hop on over. We got a red zone opportunity for Ted's Baby Goes as boy. I'm breaking away from this one on Danish Lou's Chutney House. I did that. You already got the touchdown. I must have missed that. So that's going to be 21-10, and that's looking pretty steep already. Over here, we've got the Marmalade Shack taking on undefeated Abigail May's Aggressive Steakhouse, and they are undefeated in a big way. Wins over Hootenannies and the Horse Pussy Saloon in big way, in loud fashion, but they're taking on a Marmalade Shack that has not started the best. But they are a threat, and Marmalade Shack is kind of quieting them for the moment. Kind of surprised by the scoreline so far. Again, we thank you for joining us here on South Tucson Youth Football. It is week 3 action. We are getting things started. That is the Marmalade Shack. Oh, the 2-minute warning comes up as we trigger the embiggener. Other games here. This is probably the one we want to stick with for the moment. He goes to the end zone. Almost picked off by the Marmalade Shack. By Abigail Mays. And they're going to have to kick the field goal. It's up. It's no good. So, the Aggressive Steakhouse will take over from their own 25. Rashad Tyson, that is the running back. Nash and Young looking for options. He gets out of the pocket, finds it across his body to Johnny Dickshot. Johnny Dickshot brings it in, the tight end for Abigail Mays. That's some veteran leadership there. They're going to hand it off to Tweak Groin. He's got the whole right side of the field to see. And it's offsides against the defense. I think they'll happily decline that and take the free play. Tweaked Groin, 5 rushes for 42 yards. I think that's it. That's a strong performance. And Nash and Young just gets pancaked and brought down for a loss of 11. Kind of undoes the work of his running back. He's getting hurried again. Looks for the end zone. Oh, almost picked off. Just kind of bounces off of someone. That was large portions hurrying him. He's got 2 sacks already for the Marmalade Shack. Just out of the hands of the receiver downfield. It's 4th and 21. The punt unit comes on. And we're going to go ahead and pop over to another game. And it's going to be Ted's and Danish Lou's. Danish Lou's on the march downfield from the 29. That's going to be a field goal attempt. It's good. It closes it down to 1 score. It's an 8-point game, 21-13. Ted's still taking the lead over Danish Lou's Chutney House. And pop on over to Yemen's Warehouse, taking on Burns and Crackle. Burns and Crackle down by 11. Petty Graham under center. 2 minutes to go. And that's caught by Martin. I think it's going to be, they're going to give him the first down. Masterpiece Theater. Look at that already. 138 yards. He's rushing for approximately 10 yards a carry already in this game. Like, that is, you want to talk about like an all-star level player in South Tucson. Masterpiece Theater for Burns and Crackle. That's going to be Martin pulling that one in. They call a timeout. Second one used by Burns and Crackle. They want to kill. They want to keep this clock paused. Handing it off to Masterpiece Theater. And he's going to get second and goal up the middle. Oh, the ball's loose. But I think it was recovered for the touchdown. Yes. Burns and Crackle recover it and score a touchdown. Kick is up. Kick is good. It's now a 4-point game. And we're going to stay with this one for the moment, as the other games are just kind of... well, Abigail Mays and the Marmalade Shack just started the second half of their game.
Hike.
Of course, we have Ed's Baby Clothes Emporium and Game 2 Stretney House. And we're going to check back in on Pawn Shop of the Nazarene. And it looks like that's a great return for Torontonio and Teranoki. As brought down in the backfield is Hodges. They have a 9-point lead going into the half shortly. Keep an eye on this game. They're looking for the end zone. Oh, into traffic. No luck there. They're going to have to kick the field goal and make it a 12-point game. Let's head over to Burns and Crackle taking on Yemen's Warehouse. Marky DeVelopon dumps it off to Whammy Bar. Brings it in. That is 3 receptions, 79 yards, and a touchdown already for Whammy Bar. He is the big play guy for Yemen's Warehouse, and that's going to bring us to the half. 4-point game as we head over to the Marmalade Shack kicking an extra point. They are. That is the surprise result. Same with Ted's kicking an extra point. And back over to Sam's and Pawn Shop. Abigail Mays down 17-0. Let's see what this possession can do for them. That is category excrement. And Nash and Young, a lot of time to throw. He's got Johnny Dickshot. He jukes past the defender. Sends that young child diving into the sideline. Nothing but shame and turf paint on his face. That's the Petway. What a throw by Nash and Young. Look at that. 128 yards, only an interception. Like, this possession could be where they turn it around. There's a flag on the play. It is offsides against the defense. They'll take the extra 5. It is first and goal for Abigail Mays. From the 3, Young brought down in the backfield by violent escapades.
Tonight.
And Torian Hudson had the tackle there. Young once again gets Pierre for 3rd and goal from the 11, and Abigail Mays were knocking on the door of a touchdown. They're just kind of getting in their own way here. Goes to Tweet. Groin only gets about 2 yards. So here comes the field goal unit with 4:17 to go. Left in the 3rd quarter. They get on the board 17-3. And this is not Abigail Mays' aggressive steakhouse team. And we saw put up 51 points, 35 points against the Horse Pussy Saloon and against Hoot Nannies. Coming into this game 2-0. Marmalade Shack 1-1. Got a loss to the Wandering Lush in a close battle. So I'm not so sure that this is a pretty big surprise there. And Pepto Butt Rumble. Not an easy one to say. They're going to decline that penalty and take that big gain for Pepto Butt Rumble, thrown to by Jimmy Dean's Sausage. And right to Briggs for the touchdown. Marmalade Shack on fire today. That marmalade is spicy. And they are just putting it hurt on Abigail May's team that does not have an answer for this. They cannot figure this out at the moment. We're going to go back to that one in just a few. Let's head over to Yemen's Warehouse, taking on Burns and Crackle. That's a 11-point game, 28-17, but Burns and Crackle have the football. Yemen's Warehouse, Burns and Crackle. This is a battle of 2-0 teams. Burns and Crackle with wins over the Gun-Nazium and Welders of the Universe. Yemen's Warehouse got wins over Captain Chuck's Adventure Taxi and Shifty Lou's Arcade. Neither of those pairs of opponents for either team are really anyone to sneeze at, but not necessarily any indicative of how good or bad they are. This is the real test. You know, who's going to come out of this and be 3-0? We had 15 undefeated teams going into week 3. That will not stay, obviously, because this is a 2-0 versus 2-0 game. We have other ones on the docket as well, and they're going to punt it back to Burns and Crackle. Bradley has it. We'll take a look over. And I think we have, let's head over to Ted's versus Danish Lou's. This one getting well out of hand. Ted's Baby Clothes Emporium. I'm going to put the first loss onto Danish Lou's Chutney House. If this stands, Danish Lou's came in 2-0 with wins over Texas Roadhouse and the Horse Pussy Saloon. So it's Nitro Shaggy cannot be stopped up the left side, cuts back in, huge 19-yard gain, and Jonas Brothers again will take it from under center, dumps it off the Nitro Shaggy, gets the catch. He does everything, does Shaggy. Heads again in the red zone. Brothers Harried, he gets it over to Seward. Going to get a loss of 5 on that play. One more time to the end zone. Almost picked off. Was right into 2 Danish Lou's players. 3rd and goal. Field goal, but it is now a 45-20 game. I thought that was good. That was no good. And we're going to pop back on over to Marmalade Shack and Abigail Mays. Abigail Mays did get a touchdown since that first field goal. They're going to get another one. Rusty Petway, unless this is going to come back. It is holding against Julian Duckett on the offensive line. A touchdown called back. It's a shame to see, but looking at Jimmy Dean Sausage, gets it to Pepto butt rumble, breaks the tackle again, sends another defender looking very silly, and a touchdown for the Marmalade Shack. Heading over now, the Danish Lou's. Ted's Baby Clothes Emporium. I missed the touchdown again. We've got something going for long. It is Latimer for Sam and Sons. It's gonna come back. Well, holding will do it. We'll break someone free. So I guess that's only to be expected. Look at this one for the moment. It is a very close game. Sammy Sons versus Pawn Shop of the Nazarene. A 1-point game. And they're going to punt. We are going to go ahead. We're going to go ahead and go around the grounds for just a moment as we check these out. Ted's well in hand there, 45-27. They're just going to run this one out, maybe get some more points on the board. That's Nitro Shaggy again, breaks the defender and takes it into the secondary inside the 15. Abigail Mays, it is not going well for them. And the Marmalade Shack will take over on downs 31-10. That'll be Abigail May's first loss of the season. Yemen's Warehouse will go to 3-0 as it looks for the moment. They have doubled up Burns and Crackle 35-17, and they still have the football. They can just go ahead and keep this game rolling. Low with the catch for 9 yards. We're going to head back to this one. This is the one game to keep an eye on. It is 7 minutes to go, 7:02. Pawn Shop, the home team in the orange. That's Honey Barbecue, splaying all over the place. 150 yards of rushing. And Whitten McCune, no, incomplete on the right side. This is the game to keep an eye on. It's a one-point game. Pawn Shop, 1-1. Sam and Sons, 2-0. Sam and Sons trying to improve to 3-0 with a win on the road. And they're going to get the football back with 6:15 to go. Oh, they don't punt it, but they let it go into the end zone. It is a touchback. They'll take it from the 20. Let's stay with this game for a minute. With a score opportunity, actually. We're going to go ahead and go this one. First and goal, Sausage with the flip. We go to the embiggener, and it's tackled for a loss by Chauncey Branch. And that's going to be Crispy Mathers with another touchdown for the Marmalade Shack. Head back to this game, our closest game of our featured games today. We're featuring 4 games in each session at 12:45 local time. Now will be our second slate of games kicking off. Couple good ones for you there. Jeffrey, 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. That's a young quarterback that's learning on the fly. And doing pretty good for all things considered. In a 4th and 5, we're going to head over right now to Yemen's Warehouse. They are continuing to put the hurt on Burns and Crackle. Almost picked off in the end zone. We'll stick with this game. It is a red zone opportunity. And they will kick the field goal. They get 45-7. This is a hurting being put on Burns and Crackle. This is a 3-0 Yemen's Warehouse team. Very impressive. Very, very impressive. From top on over. Abigail Mays did get a touchdown. It's a garbage time touchdown, but nonetheless, still one to go. And we see that Danish Luz did get one again. It's now going to be a game. We're going to head back to this game. Pawn Shop of the Nazarene with 2 minutes and change to go. The ball is loose. It's a fumble. It's recovered by Newberry. They keep the ball. It is 4th and 17. They will have to punt it back. So Sam and Sons, gazebo repair, will now have a 2-minute drill to win this game. 1:49 to go. They have all 3 timeouts. We're going to stick with this game. Jeffrey's being hurried in the background. They're going to get sacked in the backfield, and they're going to call their first timeout. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Jeffrey again. Is going to air it out. Oh, just out of the hands of the receiver. So very close. Flag on the play. It's caught by Latimer. Will it come back? It will, holding against the offense. Jimmy Mayo with the tackle on that one. But it's 3rd and 28 for Sam and Sons. And they're taking another shot downfield. Latimer has it, and they call the timeout. The clock does not stop on first downs anymore. That is a new rule here in South Tucson, as well as a very experimental overtime rule, among other things. There's now a 2-minute warning. That's going to be incomplete. 1:19 to go. Sam and Sons have a chance to take the lead, and get the win in this game. It's 3rd and 10. Pawn Shop playing lockdown defense. They're going to try to get to Jeffrey. They do, but there's a flag. It's holding on the offense. They will decline it and make it 4th down. They're going to have to go for it. Jeffrey airing it out. Caught by Latimer. This is the chance. Jeffrey, they're going to try to go for the touchdown. Hodges gets it. It's pass interference called against Hodges. It's going to back them up to the 18. They are getting in their own way. That is incomplete. First and goal from the 18. For Salmon Sons, they're down a point. Jeffrey. Go to Hodges, and Pawn Shop will call a timeout. That's surprising to me. Jeffrey. And they call another timeout. This is kind of hubris at this point. Well, Jeffrey, it's 4th and goal. It's intercepted by Bryant in the end zone. The game is now over. Pawn Shop of the Nazarene can take this down to all zeros. Whitten McCune is going to throw it. He airs it out. He saw someone laid in the field. It's Hall's cough drop. Hall's cough drop with 16 seconds to go, scores the touchdown and puts the win solidly in the column of Pawn Shop of the Nazarene. You know, I was going to say that's a bit of a questionable call to not run out the clock, but Whitten McCune took some time off the clock, was ready to run it up the middle himself, saw Hall's cough drop all by himself, and now Salmon Sons have 12 seconds to get a touchdown and convert the 2-point conversion. Can't imagine it's going to happen. Jeffrey airing it out one last time, caught by Latimer. No more time. Oh, they have one timeout. They're not calling it. That is going to be the game. The final score, 34-26. Salmon Sons Gazebo Repair suffer their first loss to Pawn Shop of the Nazarene. Both teams enter conference play 2-1. Be a very close thing. We see Ted's Baby Clothes Emporium putting up 69 points on Danish Loose Chutney House. Hughes with the throw. No relation and no completion. That'll basically be done as far as that's concerned. We've got Marmalade Shack and Abigail Bay's Aggressive Steakhouse. Category extra minute, that's going to be done. That's a final score there. We're seeing this one going down to the wire. The clock's just going to run out. 24-52. Yemen's Warehouse 3-0. What a surprising result that is. And we've got some bonus coverage for you at the moment. This is some bonus coverage to go to the end. Twin Towers Construction, big win over Shoeless Gyms. Diabetic Candy Store, they're going to try to air it out for one last play. It is 2nd and 10, 3rd and 10 now with 6 seconds to go. That game is pretty much going to go to the end. As we see, that is going to be it. Yeah, they did get a touchdown in the final play. It'll be 44-27, the final score. Twin Towers still picking up that win. Final scores momentarily. Coming up next, though, we've got a lot of games coming up. A couple of top 4 games are what we're going to be also 2-0. Big Paul's versus Frankie Boss Bakery. That could be a big one. Del Grango's versus Mama Logano's and Little Montalaki versus CrossFit. Those are our featured games, and of course there are more coming on later at 1. Let's go over our early games. These are the final scores you're going to see. We saw the final scores in a couple. Let's see if any of them matter. Strike is surprise. Yemen's Warehouse with the win. Marmalade Shack giving Abigail Mays their first loss. Pawn Shop doing the same as Salmon Sons. Heartbreaking back. Shutting out 53-0. Hoot Nanny putting the hook on the horse business win 55-20. And of course, Wandering Love beating House of the Cause. Diddler's getting a win over Moist Adventures 40-24. And that's going to be it. So we'll be back in just a few. Games start off in about 7 minutes time. We'll be back at quarter till the hour. 12:45 local time, 2:45 on the East Coast, 11:45 on the West Coast. We're going to take a quick break from the action, and we'll be back with more games. The second session is going to kick off momentarily. to our first game of the the afternoon session, the middle session. Goodness. So much to talk about. Extreme Dentistry, 1-800-BUY-A-DAD. Both teams 2-0. Battle of the undefeated at the moment. We're not the only undefeated team playing right now. We've got a couple others. We're going to go ahead and go through them for you right now. Other games we got right now. This is Francois Crayford scoring a touchdown. They are undefeated at the moment, 2-0. And a tough game against Big Paul's Mexicanless Car Wash, who are 1-1 after defeating Moist Adventures, losing to Pawn Shop in the Nazarene. This is a tough game on their calendar. Over here we have taking the field goal and kicking off right now to Mama Logano's legitimate spaghetti house is Del Grango's Discount Seafood. Find Discount Seafood right there in the Marina. And it's the seafood in the Marina versus food with marinara. Mama Logano's legitimate spaghetti house. Leave the gun, take the other gun. They are currently sitting at 2-0 with some impressive wins over the Creamy Surprise and Made in Taiwan. 41-35, 49-33, so could expect a shootout in this one. Marvelous Virgin breaks a tackle and gets into all the way down to the 25. I was going to say the red zone, but gets into the secondary, and that is a huge play. For Mama Logano's, they're going to hand it back off again. That is a veteran running back, Marvelous Virgin. 3 yards, 54. 3 yards, 54 yards so far today. And nothing makes, and that is Mormon Whitecastle Jr. It's going to come back and went to Gogurt Squeeze. Nothing makes a young quarterback happy to know that he's got a very reliable running back that he can just put the ball right into his chest and send him off for a nice big gain. That's going to be a flag on the play. It's holding on the offense, so it's going to come even further back. 1st and 30. For Mama Logano's in Whitecastle. Well, he dumps it off to Washington. They get 1 yard back. It's 2nd and 3. And they lose 8 on a sack. It's 3rd and 37. And with that, we're going to head over to our other game. Little Vanuatu's Dry Cleaners. Already up 14-0 on Stations of the CrossFit. Little Vanuatu, another 2-0 team. And they're going to get the ball back again. We're going to stay with this because this is actually, no, we're going to go over to a red zone opportunity we just had. And a face mask, so everybody take a drink, of course. 1st and goal for Extreme Dentistry. This is the first red zone opportunity we've seen in this game so far for either team. Vinny Basau dumps it off to Territorial Pissings. And they're going to give him the touchdown. They said he broke the plane. Extra point is good, and we're going to pop on back. A Little Vanuatu. Whoops, excuse me, that is one of our bonus coverage games. Of course, we have Bully Factory taking on Rancho Robusto Plus Size Warehouse. We'll have that one. That'll be coverage if time allows. We'll keep an eye on that and keep you abreast of those scores in that one. Here is Stations of the CrossFit, starting from behind their own, inside their own 15. 2nd and 10. Little Vanuatu Dry Clean. A team that just took over an old team in the Foreign Legion, and that has become a conference that is dangerous and that could bring a championship about. The Wandering Lush are probably the closest to have come from that. They had an amazing regular season, so they flamed out in the playoffs. There were a couple stacked teams in the Foreign Legion. I say that as Stover gets a big catch for a 1st down. They're going to decline the offside penalty. And Horse Hooligan's going to take it into the backfield and go to the embiggener to see the ball, because that's the most important part of the play, not anything else. The ball gets downed. Huge play for Horse Hooligan. Is going to do it again and gets about 5 on that play, I'm going to guess. 3. Couldn't tell because the ball with the embiggener could have been anywhere between a 3 and a 20-yard gain. Big 1st down again by Horse Hooligan. Going to be all Horse Hooligan. Pitch play. He gets about, he loses one on that play. But it's a red zone opportunity for Stations of the CrossFit. The first time of the game. And they're sacked in the back for a loss of a bunch. Limitless Breadstick gets it, has a good block. I think just kind of pushes that child into another defender. Always a good strategy, especially when your teammates and your opponents are as easily movable. Well, they're going to have to settle for a field goal. And it's 14-3. We're going to pop on over to our Battle of the Undefeateds, and that is Vinny Basau taken down in the backfield. Extreme Dentistry, the only team to score so far. That's Snuggie Smith with a big catch, his second of the game for 17 yards total. They hand it off to Territorial Pissings, breaks the tackle, gets the first down and another 5. What could have been a loss for yardage, Territorial Pissings is just unstoppable. Touchdown Pissings. Extreme Dentistry gets another one to go up 14-0. There's the extra point. It's good. And we're heading over to Big Paul's and Francois Creperie. Big Paul's knocking on the door of the red zone. That's Marshall Koch. He's going to be just short of the first down marker. They're at the 13. And they're down a touchdown early in the second quarter. Still keeping an eye on all of our games at the moment. Couple of undefeated teams in play. Yeah, we're saying undefeated. It's 2-0, but still, you want to establish a really strong out-of-conference schedule. If your conference lays an egg, and that's not your fault, you want to have some strong opponents on the schedule. So, hey, Francois Creperie. Not gonna have to worry about that. They keep winning like this, and their conference looks just as strong as that. They definitely have a chance. I think people are calling for them to possibly be a playoff team, as well as Extreme Dentistry and a couple others. So Francois Creperie, this is going to be a tough test for them. Big Paul's 1-1. Disappointing loss to Pawn Shop of the Nazarene last week. That's Glendrell Splendid, and if it's going to be anyone, it's going to be Splendid getting the touchdown. His second of the day. Extra points up and good. We're still working on getting our stats. This is more of a real statement than anything else. We just recently found a new website to house all of our statistics of these games. It's a work in progress. We've got backlog statistics that we keyed in. 30 games in week 1, 30 games in week 2, and now we're going to have to add 30 games in week 3. We're going to get it updated as soon as we possibly can. When it starts to get close, we'll let you all know where that's going to be. It is on a website called Digital Scout. I believe we'll have to link to them. Oh, big clothesline tackle on Marshall Koch. Well, I guess you get the kid down however you can. Really just an arm right to the throat will do it. That was one heck of a hit. Let's head to a red zone opportunity. Actually, it's a field goal missed by Del Grango's. Mama Logano's take over. Up by 4. Let's head over to, oops, that was the wrong game we wanted to go to, but we'll keep on this one for the moment. Francois Creperie still have it. Gregnant Progante airs it out to Lopez. And he didn't have enough space to say au revoir to the defender in the secondary. They stuck him pretty well. 2-minute warning as we're going to head over to Extreme Dentistry, currently up 21-0. They just got the touchdown. Nuggets Malone going to take that for a nice return all the way up to the 40. They're going to mark him at the 37, so close enough. And here is Crispin Bedsheets airing it out. Caught by Malone. Nuggets Malone. And that is youth to experience. The veteran wide receiver, Nuggets Malone. Crispin Bedsheets down. Whoa, it was going to be a sack by, take your pick. DeAndre Jude gets it. 2-minute warning for 1-800-BIADAD. They are getting hammered 21-0 by Extreme Dentistry. That is lackluster effort. Going to bring that one in, and they'll take a timeout. Their first of the game. 3rd and 4 from the 13. Bedsheets looking for the end zone. Back of it. Touchdown, Nuggets Malone. And they get on the board with less than 2 minutes to go. We're going to head over to this game. Francois Crapery already again in the red zone. There is our embiggener to see that they got next to no gain. It's 4th and goal, so they're going to kick the field goal. We'll stick with this one. It's no good. And we head over to Del Grangos back with the football. Minute 12 to go in the first half of this game. Arkadelphia Praline, the tight end for Del Grangos, pulling that one in. It's 4th and 4. They're going to punt. And we're going to head over to Little Vanuatu, kicking off to Stations of CrossFit. Look at that score, 28-3. Little Vanuatu Tri-Cleaners have been just showing up and blowing out their opponents. Win at Del Grangos, 56-24. A win at home against Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing, 38-14. They are currently up 25 on Stations of the CrossFit, and that offense does not look like they are going to be able to put anything together today. The defense of Little Vanuatu has been something. Goodwin drops back, airs it out, intercepted. I believe that was Popcorn Shingles. Intercepting that one, Diterius Mays. Looking to throw it to the right corner of the sideline. Past the bread bowl, the running back's going to get right back to the line of scrimmage. You know, that's the thing about Little Vanuatu. Oh, past the bread bowl, breaks in to pass the first down marker. Loses one tackle, does not lose the other. Look at that stat line for Diterius Mays. It's all right, because they move with Diterius Mays. Hits it up to Curry, just short of the first down marker. Mays is they're going to kick the field goal with just a few seconds left to go in the half to get some more points on the board. A 28-point lead for Little Vanuatu Dry Cleaners. Just again, the team formerly known as Dagam Singh's Exotic Kohlers has changed sponsorship. So they are now Little Vanuatu Dry Cleaners, a long-standing business in South Tucson. Just finally getting into the youth football thing. I remember they had a baseball team back before that was outlawed here in the town. And that's going to the half right there. Starting the second half is Del Grangos and Mama Laganos. Mama Laganos had the football. And Norman Whitecastle Jr. doing a pretty good job replacing Carson Brown, who, of course, was 13 last season. Too old to play anymore. And Marvelous Virgin, this will be his last season in South Tucson youth football. So, man, Mama Laganos really feel like they might just have a team that can compete. Defense might need a little bit of shoring up, to be honest with you. But I like their chances. They got it wide open. Oh, just overthrown it. He had the end zone in sight. And we're going to take it over to, looks like Extreme Dentistry have scored again. 35-7 over 1-800-BIADAD. Take the break and head over to Francois Crapery, who are rolling up that touchdown, but they have the football and they're moving. With 7 minutes to go in the third. Almost picked off, but Royal Caribbean Cruise somehow gets that. It's 2nd and 1. Pregnant Fragante throwing it up. Oh, hits that receiver in the tough part, the hands. Always difficult. A bit of a surprise. Keep an eye on some of these other scores right now. Welders of the Universe just went to the half against Tremors Pizza. Welders leading 27-16. Elsewhere, I see Smoked Meat Every Day. It looks like they're up 28-3 over Hacking Jeans. Smokeless Tobacco Warehouse And got a high-scoring affair between Bully Factory and Rancho Robusto, 35-24 in favor of Bully Factory at the moment. We'd like to thank you all for joining us here. If you are new to this, welcome. This is South Tucson Youth Football. We're giving you whip-around coverage as best as we can. We're featuring 4 games right now. That is Marshall Koch for Big Paul's Mexicanless Car Wash. 147 yards of rushing so far for him. He had no touchdowns to show for it, but he is a workhorse, and he is going to be missed after this season. This is his last season of eligibility in South Tucson Youth Football. He is 13 years old, and that is a young quarterback that's got a lot of promise. Nick Sempertyrannis. He's got a really strong running back to hand it off to, and hand it off to the backup, Nunez. But we're going to see some real maturity and growth out of Sempertyrannis. That's what the Big Paul's management has said. They're very excited to see what this kid can do. They've recruited really, really well. They just need the results to come from it. Right now they're 1-1, and they're facing one of the, arguably, what many are considering could be the best team in South Tucson in Francois Creperie. Royal Caribbean Cruise will field this kickoff. He'll run right into a pile of bodies and stop at the 30 because these kids are still kids, so they're kind of, bless their hearts. They're dumb as hell, but they're good kids. But they're good kids. Some of our games at the moment. I'm going to stick with this one for now, because I believe it is our closest one. We're going to head over. Actually, we're going to head over to another 4-point game. Del Grango's on the back foot. Marvelous Virgin has been running all over that Del Grango's backfield. Gets stopped in the backfield that time. And that's why offsides on the defense. No chance there. 1st and 5 after the penalty. Mama extend that lead. 2 games currently well out of reach. Again, Little Vanuatu Dry Clean. We're going to pop over to this one to see the score. 38-3. They are putting the hurt on stations of the CrossFit. That is Pasta Bread Bowl. Is going to get another touchdown. 44-3. I mean, if there is a game, if there's a mercy rule, we would be waving that white flag at the moment. Not to be. These are the hard lessons these kids have to learn. And we see another game that is just very much on a one-sided path. 1-800-BIADAD trying to get back into this one. They're down 3 touchdowns to Extreme Dentistry, another team that has championship aspirations. That's Meki Moose with the catch for 9 yards. Crispin Bedsheets. 3 interceptions, but aside from that, a pretty good stat line. Just has to be careful with where he throws it. Lackluster effort pulls that one in. 7 catches for 106 yards and a touchdown. He's rushed for only 30 yards. He's been a receiver option, and that's picked off. It was almost just grabbed out of the air right when it left his hand by Sebastian Thunderbucket. He was going for the sack. He'll be happy with the pick. And Territorial Pistons taken down in the backfield by Nigel Mueller. And we're going to head back to one of our closer games right now. Francois Creperie has pulled away from this one. 28-17. Over Big Paul's Mexicanless Car Wash. We're going to head over to our closest game right now, which actually is still an 11-point game now. Monteleganos has pulled away, and they have the football. That's going to be over the head of the receiver. 3rd and 4. And Del Grango's, if they can put a stop here and force a punt, might have a shot at keeping this one close, but they're going to give up the first down to Marvelous Virgin. They have not had an answer for Marvelous Virgin just yet. It has been no such luck. Virgin again. Love to see the stat line on Marvelous Virgin from this game. He's going to rush it again. There is no stopping him. Look at that. 27 rushes, 288 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's also caught 3 passes for 37 yards. This kid has 326 all-purpose yards today. And there is no stopping him. There's still 5 minutes left to go in this game. Talk about a top-notch player of the week. It's got to be Marvelous Virgin. And once we get our stats compiled, we'll have ideas of who some of the top rushing leaders are of this game. The Grangos now down by 2 touchdowns. We're going to head over back to this one. Francois Creperie up by 11. And none of our games, unfortunately, are all that close. That's a 18-point game, lead for Francois Creperie, who are going to kick it off to Big Paul's. And I think we can actually go to some bonus coverage right now. I'm getting where we can. We're going to go ahead and head over to this game right now. Rancho Robusto plus-sized warehouse 45. Bully Factory Children's MMA 42. This is our close game. 10 seconds to go in the third quarter. Lido Shuffle rushing it up the middle for Bully Factory for 3 yards. And we're going to see how this fourth quarter breaks down. This is our closest game on what we're watching at the moment. This is bonus coverage again. You're watching KYST. You're listening to KYST as well. This is Brian Hughes on the radio for South Tucson Youth Football. We got whip around coverage for you of Week 3 action. This is the second slate of games. These games kicked off at 12:45 Mountain Time. Local time, of course, here in South Tucson, Arizona. And we got another set of games starting at 25 minutes after the hour. That is Dank Tinctures with the catch for Bully Factory. 2nd and 8 over the top to Richardson, over the pile of bodies on the line. And this is our closest game at the moment. Big Paul's Mexicanless Car Wash kicking it off to Francois Creperie. It's 35-24, still an 11-point game there. That is the closest of our featured games. Extreme Dentistry have the game in hand against 1-800-BIDA. Let's go around the grounds right now to check it out. Extreme Dentistry with 8 minutes and change to go. Territorial Pissings going to be just short of the first down. Extreme Dentistry 42-14 over 1-800-BIDA. That looks well under control. Francois Creperie still moving down the field. They're going to move to 3-0, I think, with this. It's 3:20 to go. Glendrell Splendid, another first down. Gets tackled at the 20. So we'll stick with this one for just a moment to see what happens. Splendid to get another 4.
Go!
That's going to be incomplete. 2:16 to go in this football game. Brigante hands it off to Splendid again. Kills more clock. That'll basically take it down. I don't know if they'll take it down to the 2-minute warning. Yeah, they will. Brigante to Splendid again. He's in for the touchdown. And that is now going to be 42-24 for Francois Creperie. They will improve to 3-0. Looking over here, Mama Logano's Legitimate Spaghetti House. Up by 2 touchdowns. They're just getting the ball back. Thanks to Gogurt Squeeze. Takes it all the way up to the 35. They have this game in hand with 1:46 to go. They can just run out the clock there. Little Vanuatu. That's a garbage time touchdown to Stations of the CrossFit. But 55-10 with 4:37 to go. We're going to stick with our bonus coverage at the moment. Rancho Robusto just got a big touchdown. They are up 52-42 with 4:04 to go. And I don't see any other games that are currently looking anywhere near as close as this one. Let me just give myself another check here and confirm that. Yeah, that looks about right. We've got no other games at the moment. Soul Watt for Rancho Robusto takes it for the first down. And they could just very easily take this one down to the 2-minute warning and run this clock. Legal synchron. This is what Rancho Robusto. I'm saying it like they already got the win, but still plenty of time to play. Rancho Robusto will improve to 2-1 if they win this one. Bully Factory, get this, 0-3. Not the start that Bully Factory Children's MMA wanted. Entering the CSC conference play, the Child Services Conference, it is not looking good for Ralph Marshall's team and his son, Deuce Marshall, in his last year of eligibility. they start things off at home to 1-800 Bayadad. That is not going to be an easy game either. And there are a lot of teams in the CSC that can come and put on this Philly Factory team. They're going to take a field goal. It is good. So 55-42. Over to another bonus coverage game with 1:32 to go. Tremors Pizza just took the lead, 37-30. Welders of the Universe have 92 seconds to take this game and tie it back up. Let's see if they can do it. Let's see if Kirk Fogg, the quarterback, out the back of the end zone. That's going to be starting it off at the 25. Fogg hits it off to Ryan, and that's going to be, well, it's going to be coming backwards because it's holding against the offense. And that is a final score, by the way. Francois Creperie improved to 3-0, 42-24. They get the win over Philly Factory Children's MMA. Over Big Paul's Mexican Car Wash, pardon me. Big Paul's dropped to 1-2. Francois Creperie undefeated so far in this season. Kirk Fogg airs it out. No one there in time. 3rd and 20. It's not looking good for Welders of the Universe. Mama Logano's, that's the final score, 41-20 over Del Brangos. Mama Logano's 3-0 going into conference play. Fogg airs it. 4th and 20. And with excellent field position, Tremors Pizza can now take this one down, but Welders still have their timeout, so they have to make something happen. They hand it up to Shrimp Quarantines. Tackle in the backfield for a loss. Hanzo Steele. That one. Here's Smalls. A lot of time to look. Getting hurried. Has to throw it away. Shrimp Quarantines. Touchdown Tremors. And that will be well under control for a win for Tremors. We'll take you back to one of the games that is just concluding. Extreme Dentistry kicking it off to 1-800 Bayadad. This will be the last game we'll feature of this session. Crispin Bed Sheets again. This is a game well in hand for Extreme Dentistry, who improved to 3-0. So 1-800 Bayadad, one last possession. So we'll stick with this one until we head to our break before our final set of games. Yeah, that Little Vanuatu dry cleaners. Well, the game is finally over. 65-10 over Stations of the CrossFit. Little Vanuatu have put up 56, 38, and 65 points. They have beaten, let me just zoom out here for a second.
Sit up.
They have beaten opponents by an average margin of 37. They have been putting up points and stopping opponents dead in their tracks. They head into the Foreign Legion conference play 3-0, but so does Francois Creperie. And so does Mama Logano's legitimate spaghetti house. So these are some games that could be really fun to see. And so does Yemen's Warehouse. I'm looking at the schedule. Francois Creperie have Week 5 and Week 6 against Yemen's Warehouse and Mama Logano's. Mama Logano's, again, have the game against Francois Creperie. They face Yemen's Warehouse next week, so that's going to be a battle of 3-0 teams. They've got Little Vanuatu Dry Cleaners in week 7. So, of all the teams that are undefeated in the Foreign Legion, 4 by my count, Mount Logano's have to face all 3 of them. And that's not going to be easy for them. So someone's O is going to go. A couple of O's are going to go. As we are watching this happen, we started the day with 15 teams at 2-0. That is going to be it. And we are going to go ahead and, whoops, there's the music again. Didn't mean to do that. Let's go ahead and pop that for you. So that is going to be our second slate of games. We'll be back in about 8 minutes. 25 minutes past the hour is when our next set of games will begin. Our final set of games. Here's where you can check out big games across the board. Cathy's versus CTE. That'll be a big one. Biblical Proportions taking on the Mulch Hut. Again, 3 of those 4 teams that I just mentioned are undefeated. Holy Balls have been one of the teams to watch taking on, I believe that was World of Shrapnel. And I missed our 4th game, but I'll get to it as well. All those and plenty more. Those will be the 4 games we're going to be covering. Here's the scores from our early games if you missed them earlier. And we hope to see you guys in just a few moments. Stick with us. We'll be back in about 7 minutes. 25 minutes past the hour will be the kickoff of our final slate of games. Don't go anywhere. It's South Tucson Youth Football on KYST. We're back with the final set of games here in South Tucson Youth Football. Back for just a second there, and there we go. Yeah, there are our games. Kathy's Country Cookin' starting things off against the Crash Zone Trampoline Experience. And that is Kathy's with the football to start things off there in the white powder blue. Scurvy Ricketts, their quarterback, off to Mangum. And that's going to be just short of the first down marker. We're going to go around the horn just to tell you all the games that you we're keeping an eye on at the moment. Not just that, we got Biblical Proportions, Blessed Buffet, one of the new teams out of the Ethical Athletic Conference, formerly known as the American Freedom Conference. There's a rebrand for them. They are currently 1-0 after losing to the Binghamton Texan last week. Taking on 2-0, the Mulch Hut. The Mulch Hut, one of the teams that just came out huge last season. And that's a big drop that could have been an interception. Biblical Proportions being very lucky on that one. Head over to our other game, World of Shrapnel, already with an early touchdown on the first possession against Holy Balls. Holy Balls, the religious sporting goods store. They are 2-0, and you want to talk about, we saw Little Wanawatu Dry Cleaners putting up points against them. Holy Balls have been doing the exact same thing. 69-21 win over Diddler's Family Restaurant. And a 47-17 win over You Need a Clown at You Need a Clown. Now, granted, You Need a Clown are 0-2 at the moment. That's Listicle Clickbait Jr. Big catch. Holy Balls touchdown. Already, that is the kind of big play potential that Holy Balls have, and it's a couple of new, young, up-and-coming talents in Listicle Clickbait Jr. and their quarterback, Scam Likely. So that is 7-7 as World of Shrapnel have their work cut out for them against Holy Balls. A very dangerous team. Currently 2-0, trying to go to 3-0. Here's Happy Release Manicures coming into this game 2-0, and expected to see that. And they just got sacked in the backfield by Michigan Militia from Crossbow of the Month Club, one of their veteran defensive players. Crossbow 1-1 after a big win over House of the Foss Comedy Club. Tight ones. They lost a game by 3. They won a game by 7. So this will be a game to keep an eye out on. Happy Release. We're talking about the Foreign Legion having 4 teams already at 3-0. They get the win. That's a 5th team. Dubious Shoemaker. Big catch for the first down. They're going to start things off from 10. We go to the Embiggener, and that football just covers the entirety of the screen. And shows that they got a 30-yard game. That's nice. Football is so large, there's no way you can ever dispute the spot because you can easily see where the football is. And the backup running back, Irby, will get the touchdown. Harry Irby. As opposed to Dubious Shoemaker coming out for a little breather, and no one was expecting it to go to him. So stick with this. We're going to head over to another game right now. Already, Holy Balls are on the move again. After forcing a punt, it is tied at 7. They have the football on their second possession of the game. Scam Likely over the top. Caught by Quantrell Ave. And again, Listicle Clickbait Jr. brought down for no gain. Got some speed on him. That Listicle can get out there so quickly. Flag on the play. It's holding against the offense. Jed Callahan. That's going to go even further back. 4th and 19. They're going to have to kick the field goal. It's up. It is good. And we're going to go ahead and head over to Kathy's Country Cooking. Had a 10-0 lead over Crash Zone Trampoline Experience. Possible upset on the cards. Both teams coming into this one 2-0. CTE were crowned as championship favorites. They're going to go down 13-0 at the start of the second quarter to another undefeated team. It's a battle of 2-0 teams here, and that's where it currently sits. Over this one. Crossbow of the Month Club trying to get their second win and keep Happy Release down to 2-1. They have a 14-0 lead. They're going to kick it off into the second, and punting to Holy Balls is World of Shrapnel. That was red with not much of a return. But we get to see Scam Likely working again, handing it off to Listicle Clickbait Jr. He's into the backfield and going, brought down by one of the two safeties. And that's the end of the first quarter. They're going to start things off from the 44-yard line. And I'd like to thank you all for joining us today. If you haven't already, please do give a follow to this channel. IRM is the only place you can come to watch South Tucson Youth Football and many other wonderful sporting endeavors, so should we say. We do check out the links of everything below. That's another catch by Clickbait Jr., but it's going to come back because of holding against the offense. Scam Likely, 4 for 6, 81 yards and a touchdown. Hasn't done a lot, but what he's done has mattered. And that's what you'd like to see out of Holy Balls. That's another gain, just a short yard gain, 2nd and 10. Actually, yeah, but took care of the penalty. Listicle Clickbait Jr. gets tackled at the 6, but he got the first down, and I thought he was ready to get another touchdown. Likely looks for the end zone, dropped in the end zone. 2nd and goal. 8:01 left to go in the half. Likely a lot of time to throw. Touchdown caught by Markeith McQueen. His first catch, a 6-yarder. It's a touchdown. Holy Balls take a 10-point lead. And there's been an interception in our game between Biblical Proportions and the Mulch Hut. The Mulch Hut taking it over from about midfield. And you see the embiggening showing that ball where it was spotted. Going to Bonds, going backwards. Lost the field. 3rd and 7 for the Mulch Hut. Keep an eye on this game as they get the first down. Still only 7-0. That's going to be Art Attack, the quarterback for the Mulch Hut, having trouble just moving the ball. The ball is loose. Oh, it was marked incompletely. Said his hand was going forward. I don't know what kind of bounce. Maybe just a bounce off the defender's hand, back of the helmet or something. They go for the field goal. It's good. It was a long one, but it was right through the uprights. And Biblical Proportions will get this football back as we head over to, well, Happy Release just scored a touchdown. As we see, there is the extra point. So it's a 7-point game with 3:30 to go in the first half of that one. Again, we'd like to thank you all for coming out. Check out South Tucson Youth Football here every Saturday. 2 p.m. Eastern time, of course, locally here in South Tucson, it's high noon. And Speaker Travis with the caught by Pope. Looking to the left sideline, and he got Pope right at the out route. Travis looking forward. Oh, just out of reach of his receiver downfield. They went for the big play, and it didn't materialize. That's going to be Harlem Gentrification with the catch. First one for the tight end, 13 yards, and a first down for the Crossbow of the Month Club. Maybe a Shoemaker stopped at the line of scrimmage. Going to get a loss of 1 on that one. We are here every Saturday. This is week 3 of our 10-week season. Conference play begins next week. 7 games against conference rivals. And then we have our 11th week is our championship week, where the division champions face off for the conference championships. And then we start our 12-team playoff made up of the 6 conference champions plus 6 at-large choices. And in the end, one team will be crowned champion. There have been 4 South Tucson Youth Football champions. Last year, it was the Binging Texan Barbecue Buffet. The year before that, it was the Marmalade Shack. It was the Creamy Surprise before that, and the very first champions were You Need a Clown at a bit of a different format. It was only an 8-team tournament, but it was still a playoff, and they were the 4 seed winning it all. That's going to be looking to go long, not happening. 4th and 17 from their own, punting from their own end zone, and that's going to be great field position for Crossbow of the Month Club. Let's watch this return, and then we'll head over to the game. Joseph slowly lumbers right into 2 defenders, and I think that rigor mortis setting in. We're going to go ahead and just casually move away from that game. Over to Holy Balls versus World of Shrapnel, 17-14, a close one right now, with a minute and 40 to go, and Moss under center gets sacked in a big way, loss of several, and they'll have to punt to Holy Balls. And let's see if Holy Balls can break away before the end of the first half. Likely caught by Lemon, Kevin Lemon. Second catch, 19 yards on the day. 2nd and 1, they use one of their timeouts. Listicle Clickbait Jr. brought down for a loss. Clock continues to run. Just about a minute to go in this one. Likely throws. Caught by Quantrell Ave. Another big catch from Quantrell Ave. 46 seconds to go in the game. Listicle Clickbait Jr. into the secondary and cannot be stopped. He's in for the touchdown. It's 23-14. Holy Balls. Perhaps the most explosive offense in all of South Tucson comes from Holy Balls. World of Shrapnel is going to have 34 seconds left. Halftime score in one of our other games, Biblical Proportions, Blessed Buffet 7, the Mulch Hut 13. Just checking in at a blowout of a game. Rochambeau, the running back for CTE, not doing enough. That's the first points on the game for CTE. They get a touchdown. They now have 7 on the board with this extra point coming. But Kathy's Country Cooking, 30 points in the first half with a minute 19 to go. Halftime scores, Crossbow of the Month Club 21, Happy Release Manicures 7, Holy Balls 24, World of Shrapnel 14. We're going to keep this one with Kathy's for the moment, as Scurvy Ricketts looks downfield, incomplete, 2nd and 10. Another touchdown for Kathy's. It's just a one-sided affair for a team that was expected to have potentially go undefeated for quite some time in the season. They ran into a difficult opponent in Kathy's Country Cooking. I don't think this is too indicative of CTE's abilities. I think they're just running into a team that just has their number today. Head over to, we got a potential touchdown for Happy Release Manicures. Very clearly the football broke the plane thanks to the embiggener. Happy Release close it to within a touchdown again. It's a 7-point game. Crossbow of the Month Club 21, Happy Release, 14. Halftime score, Septic Tanks for Jesus, 21. The Literal Mayo Clinic, 28. Crossbow of the Month Club. Well, we'll have to go backwards. 10-yard penalty for holding. Oh, nice little return. On a kick for Holy Balls, and that's going to be Clickbait Jr. yet again into the red zone. Scam Likely has thrown for 2 touchdowns. Listicle Clickbait Jr. has run for 1. And he throws that one away. So smart, such awareness from this young quarterback. Scam Likely pitch play to Listicle Clickbait Jr. He's going to get 5. Sorry, he's going to get 3, I guess. Spot moves. Not nearly as good as I thought mine was. Could have used one big enough. Oh, just dumps it off before getting hit to Lemon. Kevin Lemon down to the 1. First and goal for Holy Balls. Listicle Clickbait Jr. touchdown. 30-14. 4.5 to go in the third quarter. Get back to a closer game at the moment. Biblical Proportions down by 9 to the Mulch Hut. 16-7. Mulch Hut still moving downfield. Fortunately, we don't have too many games that are looking all that competitive. Nelson with the catch, brings it in. First down for the Mulch Hut. Art attack, 14 for 24, 158 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Not bad, but doing just what he needs to do in this potentially low-scoring affair. And some of our other games here, we're going to head over to this one. A red zone opportunity. General Soreness for Happy Release is 2 rushing touchdowns. Going to try to make it a third one. He gets about 2 yards on the play. 138 yards so far for General Soreness. 18 rushes total. We have to kick the field goal. It's no good. Oh, he just misses it. That looked like a gimme. Color me surprised on that one. Speaker Travis with Crossbow of the Monk Club. Now has the football. Oh, he's brought down well in the backfield by Leo Blastoma. Travis from his own end zone throws it downfield. Caught by Dubious Shoemaker. Breaks the tackle. Oh, gets brought down by the second. Still a catch all the way out to the 37. Travis being hurried again. Caught by Harlem Gentrification. 9 yards up to the 46. Travis dumps it off over the middle to Cobb. For another first down. They're just moving the chains. They're doing what they need to do. Nice quick chip away offense. That's phenomenal player with the catch to start the fourth quarter. Crossbow of the Month Club already in the red zone. We're going to keep an eye on this game. We're not going to go anywhere right now. Incomplete on the first attempt from the 15. That's Harlem Gentrification. Gets the catch. Gets brought down for 6. And Shoemaker pitch play only to the line of scrimmage, and he's tackled. So 4th and 4. They'll have to kick the field goal. After this, we're going to head over to the Biblical Proportions Mulch Hut game. 6-point deficit for Biblical Proportions. They're trying to erase that right now. They're moving downfield very nicely. And George down to the 25. We'll mark it 1 yard short to the 26. 2nd and 3. Clock is still ticking. A lot of time to throw. Oh, looks like it was into the hands of a defender, but Malcolm Carrington throws it right to his receiver for just short 3rd and inches. Carrington has the receiver. It's picked off by Colonial Sandys. But it's going to be pass interference. It's not going to happen. The turnover is nullified. And now it's 1st and goal. George fumbles it. And it's picked up by Daz Turable. So it's 2nd and goal for the Biblical Proportions team. They are just all over the place. Little dump pass over the line to George for 3rd and goal from the 5. Harrington has some good coverage in his line. Just does not find the receiver in the end zone. Here's the field goal unit coming on. YYZ misses it. It is no good for YYZ. And the Mulch Hut will take over. We head back over to Holy Balls. Scam Likely has Mayo Chupstered. Look at that score line from Scam Likely. 15 for 24, 183 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. That is yet again another completion to Markeith McQueen, who's got one of the touchdowns that he's thrown. Excuse me, that's his running back rushing touchdown. Listicle Clickbait Jr. is going to take it just short of the line of the 1st down marker. And with 8:40 to go, Scam Likely is just leading this team to Quantrell Ave, corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Holy Balls. A 24-point lead with 8:37 to go, 38-14 over World of Shrapnel. We're going to check in at CTE versus Cathy's, and Cathy's is up big too by 23 with 50 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. There's still a lot to play in this game, a whole nother quarter, and Blake is going to rush that one just right of the line. Gets past the 25. Jared Blake, 2 rushes for 14 yards, and the 4th quarter will begin. Let's watch this play from scrimmage. Scurvy Ricketts takes a big drop back. Holy Balls have, in fact, been putting the hurt on teams. A 48-point win over Diddler's Family Restaurant, 69-21. They beat Unita Clown 47-17, a 30-point lead. They are looking very deadly, and they have an 18-point lead right now over the World of Shrapnel. This is probably the biggest win that Cathy's have right now. They're up by 26 over CTE. Their games have been closer. A 5-point win over Twin Towers, a 17-point win over Septic Tanks for Jesus. They have, as far as strength of schedule goes, they have the toughest schedule in the league, and they are 3-0 from it. This might be a quiet team that has championship aspirations. The Triple Ks. That's going to be, Colbert caught in the secondary. He beat his defender. And it's all the way down to the 24. 8:28 to go. It's still not a lot of time. Brandon Nubian dumps it off to Holland Oates. He's had 3 catches for 45 yards, 1 touchdown. Nubian again, he's getting hurried to the backfield. Yeah, he's brought down for a sack. Sack time for Cathy's. And Nubian hurried again. He's brought down for a long 4th down. That might be a really tough field goal attempt, but there's going to be a flag on the play, a false start against the offense. They're going to go even further back. And it forces a punt down to the 10. And that's going to go out of bounds. That's going to be a really good spot for CTE to pin Cathy's back there. But Scurvy Ricketts almost has 2 defenders almost colliding. We're going to head over to one of our other games at the moment. Just going to go around the grounds right now. Biblical Proportions just took the lead by 1 point against the Mulch Hut. Art Attack trying to move this one, trying to get into field goal range to hit a winner. 43 seconds left. They have 2 timeouts. We'll get back to it after this play in just a moment. We're going to hit the other games in just a second. He has Nelson just short of the first down marker. It's 4th and 1. Let's see if they can convert this. They're going to go for it. Has Dandy Floss for a big game. Quickly, Holy Balls up 38 to 21. Happy Release down by 10. Let's head back to this one. Crux Steak is right on the line. The Mulch Hut can kick this. Art Attack throws. Picked off! Picked off by Rutabaga Casserole. And Biblical Proportions are going to get away with this one. The crowd went absolutely banana. And Daz Turable ends it with flair. What a game, 17-16. A field goal had it won. They went for the end zone. We're seeing CTE get we're just going to call it a garbage time touchdown. It is still a 19-point lead for Cathy's in this one. That is the final score, 17-16 there. Holy Balls up by 24. They are leading World of Shrapnel. And our other game is a 10-point game. We're going to stick with this one for the moment. Happy Release Manicures. That's a big catch by Meth Schweppes from Kerry Roberson. 16 for 26, 277 yards, 1 touchdown. That's a great stat line for Roberson. But the catches are just not being made. Richwalski gets the catch to end the game, 34-24. It was garbage time at that point. Crossbow of the Month Club go to 2-1. Happy Release get their first loss. They are down to 2-1. They've got a tough game against Francois Creperie away to start conference play. An undefeated Francois Creperie. That should be a great game. These kids are dumb as hell, as we have to say, and that's an interception. Alan Parsons Project with the interception. CTE still happy with 2 minutes left to go. Brandon Nubian brought down in the backfield for a sack. Holy Balls just got another touchdown. It's going to be offsides against the defense, so that will be... I think it's just... They got it just at the goal line. It was not in. World of Shrapnel forcing a sack and using a timeout. Bit of hubris there. I don't know if I really need to be doing that, but Scam Likely, well, you got to play the end of the final whistle, but you have a team like Holy Balls who can really make you pay for it. Scam Likely gonna, just puts it into the hands of the defender. Gonna kick a field goal, and it'll be 48-21 for Holy Ball. A 27-point lead, a 30-point lead, and a 48-point lead. That is how they have performed this season so far. That is unbelievable. That is a team that is going to be dangerous in conference play in an EAC where I don't think their schedule is going to be that tough. They go undefeated. I mean, that's a conference championship ready to be grabbed by them. That is going to be something huge. Cathy's Country Cooking. I'm not seeing that tough of a conference schedule for them either. Against CTE, who also have a chance to go 9-1 if they even with this loss. They're going to look pretty darn good. We're starting to see what teams are going to be dangerous as Triple K get a 50 on the board, 50-28. We're going to talk about Holy Balls a little bit more. Let's do some math right now. 48, 30. And 27 in this one. 48, 30, and 27. That is an average of 35 points winning margin. They have won games by an average of 35 points a game. These guys are just blowing people out of the water. Mayo, Chupstead, they'll take that one right to the final whistle. You have to imagine, yep, that's going to be it. We're going to head over to this game as it concludes. Go! I'm going to actually run those numbers against. I'm going to run those numbers against Little Vanuatu. I want to see what Little Vanuatu are beating teams by. They beat Del Grangos by 32. They beat Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing by 24. We got some bonus coverage right now. Minute 37 to go in this one. Septic Tanks for Jesus versus Literal Mayo Clinic. Furious Cheese Plate. And that is Espinoza thrown by Cougar Brenovan. Give me a second to do some math here. Is 55. That is 111 divided by 3. 111 divided by 3 is 37. They are beating teams by an average of 37, and that's a 55-point win. Literal Mayo Clinic just took the lead with 59 seconds to go. This is bonus coverage right now. The Literal Mayo Clinic taking on Septic Tanks for Jesus. Both teams entering this game 1-1. Septic Tanks had the lead, just gave it up within a minute to go. This is the final game that's still going on right now. That is Nandy Ruman over to Virginia Shin Kickin'. And Septic Tanks for Jesus, 2nd and 5. They're going to air this one out. It's incomplete. They need a touchdown, down by 4. Can they get it and send this home crowd home happy? That's going to be Lundy getting it and breaking the tackle. Looking for the end zone. He slowly lumbers to the 8-yard line. 1st and goal. Ruman, a lot of time to throw. Looks through back of the end zone, but misses it. Does not have his receiver there. Throws it away. Smart play. Ruman, a lot of time on that line to go. Gets it to Lundy on the right side. Zach Lundy, first touchdown of the game, and what an important one. It is currently the game-winning score for Septic Tanks for Jesus. And I'm going to tell you, Septic Tanks for Jesus could be a sneaky tough team as well. Their only loss to Kathy's Country Cookin', who we just saw put the hurt on CTE. And as all of our other games have concluded, there are currently 7 undefeated teams left in South Tucson. 7 teams are 3-0. That's all that's left. 4 of them are in the Foreign Legion, so certainly that's not going to stay. We have Extreme Dentistry out of the BSB. We have Holy Balls out of the EAC. We've got Kathy's Country Cookin'. And that is a final score there for you. And wow, that is what a set of games that's been. We'll talk about the teams that are undefeated as we conclude this broadcast for you. Extreme Dentistry, Holy Balls, and Kathy's Country Cookin'. I'll go ahead and talk about them in just a second. Extreme Dentistry, Holy Balls, and Kathy's Country Cookin'. Holy Balls, 3-0 with a win over World Shrapnel today. They take on the Booze Hole away from home next week. Extreme Dentistry have a 2-1 Cramblers game away from home. That'll be difficult for Extreme Dentistry. And Kathy's Country Cookin', they have an away game against Tremors Pizza to start off conference play. Those will all be tough games. Can't guarantee anything from them, but they are the sole undefeated representatives of their conferences. But the Foreign Legion, I'm pulling up these stats right now as we speak because it is something to behold. 4 teams start conference play at 3-0. Francois Creperie, after beating Big Paul's Mexicanless Car Wash today, have a game against Happy Release Manicures, who were 2-0 and lost a close one today to Crossbow of the Month Club. Little Vanuatu Dry Cleaners, 3-0. They face a tough 2-1 Danish Lou's Chutney House. Yemen's Warehouse and Mama Logano's Legitimate Spaghetti House, both 3-0. That is your featured game next week. They are both 3-0. That'll be a game that will be featured right here on this channel. You will not want to miss it. it is going to be something. So that'll be it. You're watching all the final scores as they scroll by. We're going to let them go one more time. I'm Brian Hughes. We'll see you next week, Saturday, as always, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific Time, and of course, high noon on Mountain Time, local South Tucson time, of course, for more South Tucson youth football. This is week 3. These are your final scores. We'll see you next week. Until then, so long, Arizona.
You're listening to K1.